Good morning, everyone. Well, excuse me. Welcome to the Tuesday morning, September the 9th, pre-market analysis and trade plan setup. My name is Doug McKay. If you're interested in checking out our room or our website, send me an email to d.mckay@stealthtrader.com. We're going to get going right away today because I've got some other business that I've got to attend to. So let me get the disclaimer out of the way. This information is for the purpose of educating members who want to expand the knowledge of the business of trading. It's not for trading or investment advice. You and all you are responsible for the trades or investment decisions you make. Trading futures or any instrument involves risk or loss. Please consider carefully whether futures or options are appropriate to your financial situation. Only risk capital should be used when trading futures or options. Investors could lose more than initial investment. Nobody here is a certified trading advisor. We are retail traders operating within a self-organized learning environment. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Any trades that you see in here are for education purposes only. Please trade your own plan and do your own due diligence. Okay, so let's just start with a quick review yesterday. Yesterday we opened up inside of value, inside of the upper distribution of a double distribution day. And basically, I cautioned against trading inside of this level until we either tested the range high and the value area high up at 2,650, 2,675 was the overnight high, or came down and tested this LVN at 1999 and a quarter. And you can see we had a great trade. They rejected the value area high here, and even with the Mr. Sneaky, which was really nice, and then came all the way down and tested the other side. I did put in the video that we were likely to test both sides of that that zone that I was bracketing there, and we did. Buyers came in. You had nice Mr. Sneaky with a double Mr. Sneaky right here, rotated back up inside of the HVN, the distribution zone, and basically traded sideways for a while. Came back down and tested that LVN area and tested the 2,000, rotated back up. I even posted this trade right here. We had the VPOC shifted up here, and we came up, and I said this was going to be a great short to get short off of the retest of the VWAP and the midpoint, and the LVN from the developing profile, and to get short, and looking for a retest of that 99 and a quarter, and a break would give us that 98.50. And I had looked for a move all the way down. My target down here was 91.50. I thought they were going to push through, but we were looking for responsive buyers to step in here because this was down at the value area low. And then the buyers stepped in and rotated us back up into the 2000s again, and then we closed at 2050. So, pretty good day yesterday. Very, organized auction. Let's just take a look at the trends, macro to micro. Trend is very much intact on the monthly. Again, I believe that this 2011 is going to be taken out in the RTH. I'm still looking for that to happen this week until we get below a certain level, and then I'll show you what that level is when we get to the comp set. We still have this technical gap on the weekly, so there's nothing for us to come down to that 1974.50. I really think it's going to be 71 and a quarter. I don't know if it's going to happen this week though. But it's something that we have to keep an eye on. Other than that, the trend is still intact on the weekly. Going down to the daily, you see that we've basically come and consolidated sideways here, and we're holding the 9 EMA, but we keep testing it and keep breaking below it and then closing above. Next break below this, I really think we're going to come down and test the 20 SMA again. Let's go over to the geometric chart. You can see that I put this opposing fork in. There is an energy point today that we have to pay attention to. Here's today's profile. It is in line with this energy point right here. And I kind of like the frequency. This downward sloping fork is really drawn on the 4-hour. It looks much better on the 4-hour, but I'm paying attention to this energy point on the daily here at 1986.25. I'd write that down on your journal today. And then if we, hold above the, this downward sloping fork upper line, possible test to the upside. I think it's a little bit outside of our range, but up there at 23, it's 2350 is what I had. Yeah, 2350. So that's possible upside extended target today. Let's go down and take a look at the trends coming into the trade day, intraday. You can see that there's nothing but consolidation right here on the 4-hour, going down to the 30-minute. Again, same thing, consolidation, just going down. I pointed out this. I posted this triangle, symmetrical triangle, yesterday prior to the break, and posted that in, and we actually rotated down and got the nice break once we broke the lower line of the symmetric triangle. But no trend again on the 30-minute. And then going down to the 5-minute. 5 minutes, a little bit different story. We've got start of a downtrend coming on right now. We've got slope and separation to the downside, and we're trading below the 9 EMA. So I'll see if they can come up and get back above the 9 EMA. That will give us a move back into the 2000s again, and then likely get a move up to at least the VPOC from yesterday. So let's take a look at the big picture. You can see that we now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 days of balance in around. As you can see, the microcomposite VPOC was down at 1998.50. It's now shifted up to 2000. As they fight this 2000 level, the buyers and sellers are accepting the value in around 2000. But you've got a pretty nice bell curve. Just bring this to the front. You can see that this is a pretty nice bell curve. We're coiling. We're looking for a big move off of the bell curve when price is accepted, and you get this shape in a profile. It generally means that you're going to make a move outside of balance and make a move either to the upside or the downside. Now, we don't know where that's going to be. And to me, there's two key levels that you have to pay attention to right now today for the bigger move and a trend day, because a trend day is coming. We just don't know when it's going to show its ugly head, but I'd be watching this 1991.50 again. That's a key level for me for a bigger move down towards that 81.75, and more importantly down into this double distribution down here between 71.25 and 67.25. And then the other one, pretty simple. It's the 2011. The all-time high. If we break above the all-time high at 2011, we got equalization between the RTH and the Globex, and I'm looking for a bigger move up towards that 2023.50. Well, 2017.50 is my first target. 17.50, 17.25. And then 2023.50 is what I'm looking at. So let's go to the Globex. Whoops. Why that happened. Bring up the Globex. So our overnight high right now is at 2003, and our overnight low is down at 1996.25. And our current VPOC, which is not likely going to shift, is sitting right at 2000, which is basically just below the current VPOC. You can see we've got this balance. Now, key level I want you to pay attention to yesterday we were trading off of that 99.25 LVN. Well, we've got the new one, and our value area low is now down here at 99.25. But I'm going to be paying attention to this 98.50 because I think that's more important, and we're likely to push through the value area low down to this 98.50. So I'm going to use 98.50 as the trade area, and this is going to be same scenario. To get short, you got to be below 98.50. You're going to get long, you got to be above the 99.25. Just to be aware that this is a bit of a slush zone right here, and you want to make sure that you're outside of the slush zone to enter into a trade. You've got the VPOC right there with the overnight right there. So if we come down here and we reject the 99.25 or the 98.50 and then get back above 99.25, I would get long. There's not a lot of room to get funded, but I'd really be looking to come up towards this 2002.50 and test that area. And take out the overnight high. So I'm going to use this LVN as the other bracket of space, and it's going to be the same thing. If they come up here and take out the overnight high at 2003 and then come back down through the LVN and get below the 2002.50, then I'd get short back towards that 2000 with a possibility. So between these two areas, to me, is a no trade zone unless you can get right off of one of these areas. You see responsive buyers coming in here, get long into the move up to take out the overnight high, and with a break above that, a test up to the value area high up here at 2005. You can see there's a CHVN right here as well. It's not really prominent yet, but it is a bit of price acceptance up here at 2050. So if they break this LVN at 2002.50 and take out the overnight high and continue, you've probably got a pretty good probability that they're going to come up and test the value area high at 2005.25. And we'll use that. Well, it's going to be a target, yes, but it's also going to be a trade zone, because above that, I'm looking for a move to take out the 2006.25, so I'll get long into that. There's enough room there, and looking for a move up. And our first target above range and above value is going to be up here at this 2008.75. And then above that, you've got to look for possible responsive buyers stepping in at the 2010 area, because that's the RTH high, but I'm really looking at a move and a target to that 2011. And I think they could push through this trade area and take out 2011, and then the responsive sellers step in and try to push us down. But if they break out and continue on, the extended targets upside are 2017.25 and 2023.50. And who knows from there? We'll wait to see what happens and see what the structure looks like. Now, if we break below this 98.25, we're likely, not likely, we've got a very high probability below value and into the lower distribution to come down and take out the overnight low. You've got the CHVN right there at 96, and you've got the overnight low at 96.25. So that is going to be a target for us. With possible continuation, the first spot where I'd be looking for responsive buyers to step in below that 98 area is going to be the microcomposite value area low down at that 93.75, right at the range low 94. So that's a beautiful setup right there. And then break below that 94, everything shifts down to this testing the lower side of this balance. In this distribution around 2000 at 91.50, and it's the same target that I had yesterday at 91.50, with possible continuation down to test this this 89. There's really nothing holding us up until we get down to this 88 level. So I'm going to use that as a trade area at 88. you've got a range high there, and then below that you've got the 8575 CHVN and the naked VPOC at 96. So that's going to be a target there. With the other side of that balance, really not anywhere. You've got the value area high at 8350, so I'll use 8350. And then, of course, the big number I'm watching below is this 8175. Why? Because 8175 is where they tried to hold value after going up and making that all-time high and swing high, fractal high at 1985. So where they tried to hold value is likely where they're going to come down. You can see we've come down there once already to pick up buyers and then continue this up. So that would, and we've got a naked VPOC just below it. So I'm going to be targeting this 8175 with possible continuation with that 1980 CLVN just below. And then below that, there really isn't any target except for the value area high from the prior distribution zone for microcomposite at 78.75. And I'll be using that 78. And I know it's kind of, you know what? I'm just going to use. I'm going to move this. Move this 80 down to 78.75. It's just too close there. And then below that, everything shifts down to the 71.25. I've been talking about this. I still think we're going to come down here and play ping pong in between the 67.25 and 71.25. Okay, I don't think we're going to get much more movement than that today, so that's what I'm looking at in the ES. Let's just take a quick look what that looks like on the Renko with Keltner. Currently, right now, we've got no real slope on the Keltner. Our center line is 2000, right at the VPOC and overnight VPOC midpoint. Yesterday's VWAP, lots of confluence right there at the 2000. As long as we stay below that, a test of the lower Keltner line will take us down into that 95. And I really think by the time we get there, it'll be down in that 94, 93, 75 area. Get it back above, and a move to test the upper Keltner will take us up into that 2005, and that's the value area high there. In terms of the Russell, all right, just had a bit of a big move down. Would we have some news probably? Currently right now we have an overnight high at 74.40. And right now we have a low at 69.40. Right now, this is a key level right here. This 1170 is the LVN from yesterday, and a key area that I would use to trade. Looks like we're going to go put a new low in right now overnight. But remember that the week open is 1170.40. So below the 1170, the bears are in control and likely to take us down. And the level I'm looking at is the 66.50 still. Which is just below the value area low here. So if we get below the 66.50, look for a move back to 65.50, where they found value to hold us up and get us a move back into to balance. But really the key level that we need to hold to see a move, continuation higher is the 62.10. Below that, you've got all the same numbers that I posted on that chart on Sunday, 59.10, 56.10, but the big number below us is going to be that 1153.80 because that's where they found buyers the last time. So if we fall out of this balance and get below value of the microcomposite down here at 1163, really look at the 62.10. Below that, you've got to be looking for a move back down. I don't think the 59 is going to hold. We already went down there once. I really think we'll come down and test this 56.10. And below 56.10, 53.80 has got to be your target. That's going to be a nice trade, that break between below 56 into that 53, with possibility of coming down and testing this 47 and 50 level. And again, all that's on the charts. If we can, get back up above the 70, look for them to take out the 71.10 naked VPOC. Remember, it's now we shifted the microcomposite VPOC up to 71.20, so you've got balance just above. So a move above 1170 is going to be a decent trade up into 1171.10, 1171.20 and 30, because you get the CHVM at 30, with continuation to take out yesterday's close at 1172.60 and a possibility of testing the range high and the overnight high, and the value area high from the microcomposite is all up here in the 74 area. So I'd be looking for a move up if we can get back up into this balance and get above that 1170. Numbers above are all the same. Break of 77 takes us outside of this distribution zone with the first target at 78.40, and then you've got that 1180.10, the former microcomposite value area high, and then above that you've got the 84, the 85.25, and then everything above that 88.90. And I'm not really putting a lot of weight on this 92.75. I really think once we get into the 90s, again, that we're going to come up and test this 95.90. And then extended targets to the upside, 1200 and 380, 1210.70, and then the all-time high from the Globex at 1212.70. Let's take a quick look at gold. And gold, we've come down, and we're, we talked about the break below the 71 and a move down towards 64, and possibly coming down and testing this old value area high here, and the CHVN at 56. Right now we need to let's just see if there's a shift in the VPOC here with bringing in our volume. There really isn't a shift. So we're below value. We're we're in this pretty toothy area of the profile. So a break above 59, I'd be looking to go up and test the value area low from the microcomposite up in around 63, 64 area, and then a break inside of value, move back up into the 68 area. If we come down and we break this 52.90, then I don't think there's going to be much holding us up until we get down to this 1247, 1246 area, and that's my target below. I'm still running short on that gold setup that I showed you yesterday morning, and hopefully we'll get some continuation down towards this 1247 if we get some move up in the indices today. So going to cut this short today. Got lots going on, so that's going to complete our pre-market analysis and trade plan setup. As always, trade well, trade safe, and we'll catch you on the flip side.